My name is Daniels, and I am from Nigeria, Africa. Life hasn't been easy for me financially. When I graduated from high school, I was lost. I thought I loved mechanical engineering, but when I failed my final exams, everything crumbled. It felt like my dreams were slipping away. One day, while scrolling through my phone, I stumbled upon a video about computer programming. Intrigued, I watched it. The way the code transformed into something functional fascinated me. I felt a spark of hope. Could this be my path? I decided to give it a shot. In 2019, I finally got my first laptop. It was a basic model, but to me it was a treasure. I dove headfirst into learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. At first, life was interesting. I was excited to create my first web page, to see my ideas come to life on the screen. I spent hours glued to my laptop, absorbing every tutorial I could find. But soon, I hit a wall. JavaScript was tough. The syntax felt like a foreign language, and I struggled to understand concepts like closures and asynchronous programming. Frustration set in. I spent countless nights staring at lines of code that just wouldn't work. Each failure chipped away at my confidence. I started working on mini projects, hoping they would help me grasp the language better. I created a simple to-do list app, a weather widget, and even a personal blog. Each project felt like a small victory, yet I still hadn't landed a job. My savings were dwindling, and the weight of my situation pressed heavily on my shoulders. One evening, sitting in my dimly lit room, I felt defeated. I thought about giving up. Maybe I'm not cut out for this, I whispered to myself. The thought of returning to a life without programming was daunting, but the fear of failure loomed larger. Just then, a notification popped up on my laptop. It was an email from an online coding community I had joined. They were hosting a hackathon, inviting participants to build a project in 48 hours. My heart raced. This could be my chance to prove myself, to showcase what I had learned. With renewed determination, I signed up. I spent the next 2 days fueled by coffee and passion. I worked tirelessly, collaborating with other participants online, sharing ideas, and pushing through the exhaustion. When the deadline arrived, I submitted my project, a responsive website that helped users track their fitness goals. Days later, I received another email. I opened it with trembling hands. I had won a prize for my project. It wasn't just the recognition that thrilled me, it was the validation that I could succeed in this field. The email also mentioned a job opportunity with a tech startup looking for junior developers. I applied immediately, pouring my heart into the application. A week later, I received a call for an interview. My nerves were palpable, but I reminded myself of all the late nights and hard work. When the day arrived, I walked into the interview room, heart racing, but determined. To my surprise, the interview went well. I spoke passionately about my projects and what I had learned. A few days later, I received the call I had been waiting for. I got the job. Today, as I sit at my desk, I reflect on my journey. From a high school graduate unsure of his future to a junior developer at a tech startup, I've come a long way. Life is still challenging, but I've learned that perseverance pays off. The programming world can be tough, but I've found my place in it. And for that, I am grateful.